This week we're going to take a look at the history of the price changes in soybean futures on the date that the USDA releases its acreage and grain stocks reports. We're going to turn our attention to the latest crop condition ratings and weather trends for beans. We're going to look at the latest export trends and wrap things up with a long-term view of November soybean futures. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the soybean market. We moved into the last week of June here, and there's certainly a lot going on. At the top of the list will be USDA reports. Two of those reports will come out on Tuesday, June 30th at 11 a.m. Central Time. The first report is the acreage report. That'll update plantings here for 2026. And the second report is grain stocks. That'll give us an update of inventories as of June 1st. Let's take a look at the history of price changes associated with old and new crop soybean futures on the date that those reports are released. And what this slide does is look at old crop July bean futures and new crop November bean futures, about the last 25 years. Notice many of those years there's been a lot of price volatility, but here's the key message. That price volatility has been both to the upside and to the downside. That's why it's critical that you work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to have your marketing positions in place prior to the release of the reports on June 30th. Let's shift gears now and focus on the latest crop condition ratings and weather trends in the U.S. We're starting out here looking at the latest crop condition ratings. Now, good to excellent in beans this week were unchanged at 66%. Notice last year was also at 66%. Let's take a look at the history of the crop condition index here. Notice the crop index is fractionally higher this week. We're going to take a little bit of a different tack this week and take a look at two different years on this next slide. Highlighted here, let's take a look at 2022. That's the purple line. Notice from this point forward, the official start of summer, all the way throughout the month of July, that purple line declined, or crop condition ratings for beans declined. Notice last year, however, the red line, 2025, crop condition ratings improved. So again, there's certainly the potential there for quite a bit of change in yield potential over the next 30 days. Let's shift gears now and focus on weather trends. Our slides this week, as usual, are courtesy of T-Storm Weather. Starting out here looking at rainfall through Friday of this week. Heaviest rain is going to be south there across that swath. It looks like it's going to be about a ½ inch to 1.5 inches with scattered storms elsewhere. Now this weekend, Friday through Sunday, looks like most of the heaviest rain is going to be up there in the northern plains. But again, the possibility of scattered showers elsewhere. Here's a key map we look forward now. Temperatures. Temperatures are going to change here moving forward. It's going to turn very warm to hot from June 30th all the way through that first week in July. So you don't make a bean crop in the first week in July, but the trend is something to monitor moving forward. Let's take a look at precip totals now over the next 2 weeks. You can see on this map here that we're looking at a lot of the area here across the Midwest. It's going to see normal precip. Not an extreme one way or another. We'll watch this closely for you moving into July. Let's shift gears now and look at the latest export trends. Now, bean exports, as we go through this last quarter of the crop year, throughout the year here are 18% lower than last year. We've highlighted this before. We broke out China here. Here's the key message. There was confirmation last week of China buying U.S. beans. Going forward, China remains the key wild card. Will they buy old or new crop, and how much? We'll monitor that for you. Let's wrap things up this week looking at trends in November beans. November beans here, as we tape on Tuesday, trade near $11.40 a bushel. Notice again from here in late June all the way into harvest, a lot of potential for price volatility, both to the upside and the downside. That's why it's critical you work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to manage price movement and avoid price prediction. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 309-664-2300. We'll put you in contact with one of our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to never miss an update. And make sure to view our video following the USDA reports on Tuesday, June 30th. This video will go live at about 3 p.m. Central Time on our YouTube channel. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.